Beerzerker! Woohoo! Alright, so I picked up 3 bottles of wine today, and I'm going to introduce them all. And if you're curious about these, then you can, look into my review. Merlot Cupcake, 2011, California Central Coast. 13 on the money. This one I'm really psyched about. This is another California wine. This is the Lodi Zinfandel. The Gnarled Head Old Vine Zinfandel. It's a 2011. All these are 2011 wines. It's April 2014, and I'm looking for the stuff that's a year older and still at a good bargain here. 14.5% alcohol, Gnarly Head, Old Vine Zinfandel. I'm psyched about that one, big time. And here's the one I've opened. This is a French wine. Baron Philippe De Rothschild. Cabernet Sauvignon. Pays Doc is a region. 2011. This is 13.5%. So I degassed it a little bit there with my Swedish-made degasser. Seemed to help it out a little bit. So price point here was the cupcake was $10.29. The Gnarly Head was $15, and the Cabernet here was $11. Oh, sorry, yeah, $10.29 for the cupcake. I hope I said that right. Plum skin, grape skin, and alcohol. Grape seeds. Basic, just smelling the ingredients list off this one. That's all it is grapes and alcohol. And whatever the yeast did to it. So it smells kind of appropriate. A little more maybe. This one's reminding me a little more of a Pinot Noir a little bit. With the body and stuff. It's you can't see through the body of the cup, but you can on the edges. Like I can see through the bottom, along the sides. This way the rim appears red, quite red. And if I come this way on the light with the light behind me, I get a little bit more purple. Not a lot. So I've only had this open a couple minutes, and then I pumped some air out of it with the degasser, and then popped it off just now to redo the review. Okay. A little bit of fruitiness off the start. So wine just seems to be like building acidity or something. Like I'm just getting more harshness through the middle, and the finish is just kind of bitter, maybe bitter and woody, kind of like maybe oaky. I don't know if they did oak or not, but it's coming off like wood oil. Getting a lot of alcohol out of this, 13%, and it's pasty. The mouth feels a bit pasty, like the dryness is very fine icing sugar type mud. Yeah, the tannin, there's a lot of tannins there. It's one of those wines in the middle, like these cheaper wines in the middle. It's just is horrible. But sometimes if you let them breathe a day, they really are a lot better, and they taste like a really good wine after you let it breathe. You gotta let it go for like a day. This one, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. If it does happen, you won't see this review because it'll be like one of those Back to the Future moments where this never happened. Opening right out of the bottle like this, I'd say is pretty bad. It's not good. It's 20. Like I said, it's April 2014. This is a 2011 bottle. I mean, it's not like brand new, and it's like watered down Cab. I was expecting it to be much more rich and thick and bold for Cab, and this one's like a Pinot Noir type body, but it's just not carrying enough fruit to compensate. It's just acids, tannin, and alcohol, and you can taste a lot of the skins. You're just getting grape skins, tannin, acid, and a little bit of vinegary type mouthfeel, like a dryness, maybe. I'm not really smelling or tasting grapes per se. Just kind of like the red grape skin a little bit, and the rest of it's kind of like a very obscure red fruit flavor. It tastes like cheap juice, like cheap fruit punch, a little bit. It's really, okay, of course, $11 a bottle, but it is something that I wouldn't recommend picking up. Something I will never pick up again, obviously, and it just tastes watered down. Like it's 13%, but the body tastes watered down. Why, I don't know. And the other cabs I've had have always been much like thicker than this, or like more presence, more body, and a little more rich. Like they're richer. You know, they're up here when they balance. This one's just like really weak, and then you get the acid spikes. You know, typical crap. Just typical. It does have like that nice smell to it. Like the smell can deceive you. Like it smells like wine. And then you take a drink, you're like, oh, gasoline. But I had my suspicions about this one from the beginning. I mean, not off the label or anything. Just off a $11 cab. I don't know. I kind of had my doubts. Well, you get what you pay for. A little bit of food would help this out, but it's just rinsing my mouth out. It's like drinking a cleaning product. This is a good one to cook with, because it's only $11. You know, if you want to do a marinade or something, maybe pick this up. It's got enough alcohol it should penetrate whatever meat you pour it on. It's runny enough it should get in there, you know, not just coat it. It should really penetrate whatever you want to dunk in it. Maybe good for sauces, maybe something, but even that, I think it would have lowered the quality of your sauce. Well, nothing to say here. I'm gonna give this one 4.5 out of 10. Halfway wine. It's about a halfway wine, but it's a little bit too runny for me. It's just the runniness. The body kind of puts it just down another half a point. It's barely drinkable. I mean, like the flavor it imparts in your mouth, the bitterness and the acidity and the cheapness, the cheap flavor. It just tastes cheap. And it is cheap. So, that being said, I don't know if it's actually watered down or not, but it's a 4.5 out of 11. 10-minute review on this product. Stay tuned. I hope the other wines are better. We got some New World stuff, and I'm really looking forward to the old gnarly Zinfandel, which I can't believe I'm able to get for $15 from off those old vines, the low production vines. But I'm psyched about that one, and if it turns out bad, I'm just gonna say I'm not shopping there no more. Anyway, Beerzerker, I'm out. Yeah.